We've had a lot of questions on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, on YouTube, asking all about, the garage renovations, how we're doing it, what we're about. So let's get into it. Let's get into the first question.
How much has the renovation cost you so far?
So what we're going to do a full video with a breakdown of this, because it's obviously a long question, this one. We could do a whole episode just talking about this. So it's going to obviously show the breakdown, like the renovation, setting up a garage, equipment you need, and then all the other sort of behind the scenes stuff that you don't see. So that's going to be a separate video. But so far, we've had some big costs, obviously. The windows, they're like $7,000. The tyre gear, there's another $7,000. We've probably spent $4,000 just on an electric bill for $4,000. So there's obviously trade it all off and put some new consumer units in, rewired all the offices for us. We've got the kitchen. There's probably a couple of grand there. So there's Howden's kitchen. Charlie's fitted it. Charlie's not cheap, but he's worth the money, So moving forward, the big costs for us are going to be getting the groundworks done, new equipment, still more new equipment. We've got the aircon machines. We've got the ramps to go in. So it can quickly escalate, but we will be doing a full video so you can see the whole breakdown of everything.
So with the cost of MOTs being between £40 and £60, is it really worth the financial outlay to get around?
Yeah, it's a massive financial outlay. So that your test bay, you're looking at, probably $35,000 plus of that, plus, your groundwork. So it's a massive initial outlay. There's a lot of hoops and like jurisdiction you've got to jump through as well with DVSA. So it's not for everyone. For us, it works really well. We get MOTs and services booking together. We've got obviously 30% roughly of cars failing the MOT. So we've got that failure work. Convenience-wise, people tend to get it done with us. Also advisory-wise, there's a lot of advisory on MOTs now. And people would rather just get the car up to scratch and get that work done. Obviously, if you're setting up a brand new business, it's not for everyone because there's a lot of outlay initially, and your MOT test, the costs have shot up through the roof as well. So you're having to pay a premium for your MOT tester. So we do MOTs for a lot of other garages, but they've decided it's not for them. But for our business model, yeah, it's working really well.
Did the garage have an existing customer base before you took it on?
Yeah, that was definitely one of the main reasons why we took the garage on. So we've got trade MOTs coming in straight away. We've got 3 to 4 of them every single day from a couple of local businesses. So that's just straight away money coming in. Also the history of the place. Steve was here, I think, since the 80s. So we've got customers. I had a customer come the other day and he said, I've been coming to you since 1987. And it's a bit like going to your barbers. You get familiar going somewhere and it's a bit of a loyalty thing. So we've got such a really good local customers coming back, even though there's things changing. Luckily, Simon stayed on. He's really well known locally. So they can see, obviously, they trust him and they know what we're about then. So it's really good for us. Really, really, really good. So location is spot on as well. We're on a main road. We're in a really good area as well. So I think it's just been the key points, for us setting up here. Would have been cheaper to get a new unit somewhere, but, we've got all this business coming in. It's just perfect for us.
So we've had a lot of questions of people asking, when are you opening?
Yeah, we are open. We're open now. We're open. Since Jan, we've been open, operational, 8 till 5, Monday to Friday. Not doing Saturdays at the moment. So, yeah, we can book in online, give us a call. We're happy to help. We decided to go down this route because we've got a lot of bills going out. We've still got all our contracts in place. We've still got wages going out. It'd be lovely to shut the place for a month and gut it and throw a load of money into it. But for us, we are open. We're working alongside contractors, getting the work done. Yesterday, we had a load of MOTs being done. We had tyres being done, brakes, some services. We had an MOT fail at BMW X3 and a rear spring, so Simon done that. But at the same time, Guy's been fitting the alarm. Charlie's been in plasterboarding these upstairs offices as well. So we've got to sort of work alongside each other. We've got some really good trades locally that we're working with.
Are you a mechanic and have you owned a car garage before this one?
Yeah, so for myself, what I did was when I work experience to a garage in school, and then straight out of school, 15, 16, straight into working, doing an apprenticeship. That was in the city centre in Birmingham at Mercedes Specialist. So, and that was really good, really enjoyed it. I did obviously my level 2 through college. You do 1 day a week, 1 day at college, 4 days, well, 4 days and a Saturday at the garage. And then you can go on, and I did my level 3. You can keep going as far as you want to go, but I did my 3 years and left it at that. I was there for a few years, and then I thought I could do better for myself. So I was going to go mobile, but I found a unit. It was sort of abandoned. It was an old garage. It was up in the paper. We were really lucky, found it up for rent in the paper. And initially it was just more work in progress. So we were sort of got some really basic ramps in there, and I was doing a lot with my family. My dad helped me out a lot. I've had my brother there for a few years. And in the early days as well, we was doing a lot of our own stuff, like mucking about with cars, improving them, and just playing about more. It wasn't really a business. It was more just a lifestyle thing. And then it sort of progressed. And then we've gone our separate ways. And since COVID, really, that we've really treated it. Since COVID, it was a big game changer for us. And there's a lot of bills going out. No one would stop the bills. We didn't have as much help as some of the different trades. But we basically just totally reinvented the business, decided to go for it, and spent a lot of money, obviously, replacing ramps, replacing a lot of the equipment. And we've channeled our business, we've streamlined it to fast fit now, purely because we were spending a lot of time doing diagnostics and complex jobs that we weren't really getting paid for. So we've streamlined the business. We've got a really good team. And it's all up and running. We're going to do another video actually showing the Redditch branch, showing all the guys down there, showing the equipment, what we've got, what we're about. I'm constantly obviously learning myself. I've recently just done another course at Bourneville doing I think it's a level 4 hybrid electric vehicle course. So we're always learning, always doing the upskilling. Every day's a school day. So but moving forward, we've done everything to that site. We know what we're doing. We know what we're going to do to this site. We're just going to try and sort of emulate it, basically. And that's the plan going forward, really try and copy that site, really, and see how it works out for us.
Are you looking at getting any more sites, or is this it?
Yeah, so we've been at our Redditch branch since 2006. That's nearly 20 years. Obviously, it's been 5 years since we've done the renovation work and we've done our new business model, and it's going really well. It's going really well for us. So moving forward, we're going to replicate that. We've done it here. Obviously, we're in the process of doing it, but we are actively looking for more sites. Initially, local area, Worcestershire, but moving forward, who knows, could go as far as we want to go, really.
So we had a comment from someone saying that the motor trade is dead, and are you struggling to get staff because of that?
So personally, ourselves, we're not having any issues with staff. We work really hard, obviously. We've got an apprentice currently, Hannah. She's doing really well through New College in Bromsgrove. We're constantly doing training courses, upskilling myself and one of the lads. Actually, 3 of the lads from the other site went on a course, do hybrid training, electric vehicle training. It's something we're passionate about, and we're constantly upskilling and learning more. There's a lot of people, garages, that are dead against the EV vehicles, but we do quite a number of them, and once you've driven a few, you definitely change your mind. So moving forward as well, staff-wise, we're going to make it a nice environment for people to work. We do, Dominoes on a Friday. We just little things, just anything we can do just to make it an enjoyable atmosphere, really, and team building days, stuff like that. So we don't find it an issue, not at all. We do speak to other garages, obviously, and it is a massive issue. Getting staff is an issue. We haven't found it an issue, but I know there's a bigger, broader problem where a lot of these old school mechanics, proper mechanics, mechanical stuff, are leaving the trade, and there's not many people coming into it, or people are just coming into it who just want to bolt stuff on and off. So and then commanding that high money, so it's almost like the wages have gone up, but then the garages haven't sort of put the prices up, or the work environment hasn't gone up in line. So a lot of people are going to the dealers and to the better independents, but we're happy with how we're going. In the future, definitely, we've done not an advert, but we've done a little video on TikTok. So we're looking for a fast fit mechanic. We're looking for an apprentice. We are growing the business. Once these ramps are up and running, we're getting the work in. So we do need these extra people. So if you're interested, drop us a message. It won't be immediate, but definitely something we are looking into.
On a previous video about the 2-post ramps, you said they were not repairable, but we got a lot of comments. So can you expand on that?
Yeah, so these are the 2-post ramps we were chatting about, these ones here. They've got like these bronze nuts, I think they are, that have to be replaced every so often. These have been welded, but these, I don't even know the proper word for it, but these threads, they're no longer available. So that was the reason I was thinking to replace the ramps. We've had some comments actually saying these can be made, so they can be machined. So that's sort of really good because they're good quality, solid ramps. For us, we're still swapping these ramps because from our sort of point of view, especially from an insurance point of view, we want to get them straight from the manufacturer. So if we get sort of, Fred in the shed to make us one of these screws and it fails, it's game over, and we're just going to basically get sued. So, yeah, we're just going to get them gone. We're selling them, spares, repairs, if you want to buy them. There's loads of other issues, obviously, the height we said about. These are locks, and they're not the best sort of design locks. The later locks now are like ratchet mechanisms and clamp into place. And with our business model going forward, we want to have nice equipment for the lads. We want a nice, fresh look. That's what we're about.
So we had a lot of comments of people saying why you made a whole new hole in the wall for the fire exit instead of just putting it where one of the windows are.
Yeah, so we didn't show, obviously, the outside of the building. So that's the main reason. You can see height-wise, the windows are coming up to here. Follow me outside and you'll see the other side, what it looks like. So this far window, you can see we actually built into a bank. So, we're at shin height. So there was no way we were going to get a door in here. Obviously, a lot of comments were saying to brick it up, and they're quite good valid comments because, it's obviously a security risk, but it's laminated glass. We're going to put bars on the windows as well. So, we've got a lot of neighbours overlooking it, CCTV. So, it is what it is.
We had a few comments saying it's a great site, but there's literally no parking.
Yeah, we have got parking. So this is the forecourt, what you can see. They're not parked very well this morning because it's a weekend. We can't gloss over it. There's not a huge amount of parking. Our other site, we've got better parking than this. But obviously, plans going forward, we are painting lines, so it would be obvious where to park. So parking cars diagonally, you can have like 1, 2, 3, 4. We've parked roughly up to 12, so 6 on this side, 6 on this side. We're also offering waiting METs. We did 6 waiting MET appointments yesterday. There's Costa, 3-minute walk down the road. So we'll drop people off to Costa, do their MET, do their service, go and pick them up. We do the same for local people, obviously. Most people are working when the garage is open. So we'll fix the car up and we'll take car payment, drop the car off to them and back to their home address during the day. We've got lots of ideas, to get cars off site. So staff-wise, that's another thing. Yeah, so at one point, we had a lot of staff's cars on here and guys doing the work as well. So staff now are currently parking down the road. The neighbours are really good. We're working with them, obviously, not to take the mick. And that's freed up like 4 or 5 spaces straight away. So it's a work in progress, but watch this space.
Well, what's for sale? Because we've seen you throwing away a lot of stuff and selling a lot of stuff. So what's left?
Yeah, there's not. So we have got rid of a lot of stuff. There's not much stuff left. All we've got to sell currently is this 2-post lifts. So this one's for sale. And there's another one. They're both identical. 𝗙𝗟𝗟𝗢𝗪 lifts. They do need work, obviously. So we'd be selling them as spares repairs. But you can see they're all fully operational. We're using them on a day-to-day basis at the moment until the new ones are fitted. So if you're interested, drop us a comment, or make us an offer. And then also we've got this compressor. It's a bit of a monster. This, what is it? An Easy Air 300 litre compressor. So it's a bit of a beast. So yeah, you'll have to bring a big van and some people to lift it in, but that's up for sale as well. So drop us a comment or drop us a DM and if you're interested.
So Rich, everyone wants to know why you're ripping this whole garage apart and why you didn't just get a brand new unit and start from scratch.
Could have gone out and just bought a brand new unit somewhere, but for us, this unit, for me personally, this has been like an important one to get somewhere. Since I was a kid, I've driven past it as a garage, and since I've had my garage, I used to live in Rubery and commute to Redditch, so I drove past it a lot. So personally, it meant a lot to me. But as a business point of view, our work, we've gone from obviously doing a lot of big jobs like clutches, cam belts, injectors, diag, everything you can think of. But we're streamlined now into more of a fast fits. We're doing tyres, brakes, service, MOT. So we need to be on a main road. We need a fast, a lot of traffic coming by. So this position, the number one is the position location. So obviously we're between the two busy roundabouts, both motorway roundabouts. We're close to Bromsgrove. We've got Licky. We've got obviously Catsill down here. We've got Licky End. We've got Barnt Green and Blackwell not too far afield. So we're getting a lot of business from these local areas already. And the second reason, it's been an existing business. The guy's been here since the 1980s. It was a garage before him. We've just picking up so much trade. So even though you can't really buy goodwill as such, we're getting all that business. Them customers who've come here for years and they're used to coming here are coming back. So it's really good for us. It is costing a lot, obviously. We've paid a premium to buy it, and a lot of the stuff we're going to have to, chuck out, but it's one of them things we've got to take on the chin. If we were to have took on a new unit, it would have been at a back end of the industrial estate. And I think it's okay if you specialise in, if you specialise in a certain brand, or if you're doing major engine rebuilds, people can go there and they're going to visit you. But for us, with the in and out work, we need to be on the main road, and this is really important for us to grow the business and look for further sites as well and grow the brand, definitely. That's the end of the Q&A. If you've got any more questions, drop them below. Also, don't forget to subscribe. And if you need an MOT, get in touch because someone's got to pay for all of this work.